The next speaker is Congressman Louie Gohmert. You have 3 minutes.
Yes, thank you very much. There are many unanswered questions regarding the safety and efficacy of COVID vaccines, especially for babies and young children. I'm deeply concerned that the push to vaccinate these children is nothing more than a dystopian experiment with unknown consequences. Some of us have outlined these questions in a letter to VRBPAC, but have not received any answers, and I'll post some of them here. The letter's at my website, gohmert.house.gov, and my Twitter account, at Rep. Louie Gohmert. But number one, why has the FDA refused to release the hundreds of thousands of pages of data from pre-approval manufacturer studies, post-approval adverse events data, and other post-approval manufacturer data? Number two, what is the cardiac risk factor in administering these COVID vaccines to children? Number three, would world-renowned immunologists have raised concerns about potential antibody-dependent enhancement, ADE, resulting from COVID vaccines? And since ADE was a problem in prior unrelated respiratory vaccine trials, we need to know what studies, if any, the FDA has that it's used regarding potential ADE from COVID vaccines in children 5 and under, or any age group. Can the FDA affirm that there's no risk of ADE for vaccinated children? Number four, if approved and widely used among children 5 and under, how many lives, if any, does FDA estimate will be saved next year? Given the injuries reported in the FDA's VAERS system, how will FDA evaluate serious vaccine injuries versus serious COVID outcomes? Number five, is it possible that the proposed COVID vaccines in young children would create increased risk from future novel COVID variants? Number six, why has the FDA recently lowered the efficacy bar for COVID vaccines for youngest children? This change significantly lowers the expected benefits from any COVID vaccination for young children, and it's of particular concern given that over 70% of that age cohort are already seropositive. These questions and others are critical and deserve thorough answers by FDA and VRBPAC prior to any emergency use authorization with the accompanying protection from liability for all harm done. In conclusion, some of us have grave concerns that in balancing the risks to rewards here, all the risks are to the innocent children and all the billions of dollars of rewards go to the government-protected pharmaceuticals, leaving me to wonder if Republicans get a majority, may need to have a bill, I'm working on it now, to allow civil and criminal liability to vaccine providers and accessories despite an EUA, which should force more sensitivity to vaccine harm to our young children. We've got to care more about the children, and I appreciate the time to express this.